What do we know, Mark?
So we've known about the layoffs for quite some time. Obviously, we broke the news in February that the Apple Car project was being ended, and we also broke the news that the Apple micro LED display project related to next generation Apple Watches was being ended. Now, the display project is less known, so let me explain it for a minute. This was an effort where Apple was custom designing its own screens for the first time. Typically, they relied on designs from Samsung, LG, what have you. For the first time, they were designing and test manufacturing their own displays at facilities in Santa Clara in Silicon Valley, California. So both of those projects ending, the people or some of the people part of the projects being laid off. We've known that now, thanks to the WARN notices, we have a number. The total was 614 people, right, in California. Now, the layoffs were actually a lot higher than that. There was a big group of Apple Car employees working out of a secretive facility in Arizona, outside Phoenix, at an old General Motors facility. And then in Asia, you had several hundred people also working on the display project. So in California, 614 people, but the layoffs probably a bit closer to 1,000.
Mark, can you give us the context of what 1,000 is relative to how many employees Apple has?
You know, Apple has about 180,000 employees, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less than that, but that is a rough estimate. But that includes both corporate and retail employees. On the corporate side, it's probably closer to 70,000 employees, right? So a couple percentage points of the company. Again, these are not the mass layoffs that you've seen from some of the other companies in Silicon Valley. We're not talking about 10, 18, 20, 30% here, but still, for Apple, this is 3 major rounds of layoffs. And I say major contextually for Apple because they just don't do this, right? So you had San Diego in January, 121 people. This was an office where they did annotation and testing and improvement to Siri. They offered jobs to those people in Texas, but you can probably count on 1 or 2 hands how many people will be moving from San Diego to Texas for this role. And so that's 121 people. Then in February, another 614 people, plus the several other 100 in Asia, in Arizona. So it is quite notable for Apple that we've come to this point where they're killing R&D projects and they're laying people off.